is going down, baby. It is another great day to be alive, to be betting on college basketball. I'm your host, Justin Perri, and you are locked in for 45 minutes of nonstop action, assuming the games give us the edge to bet with. We are, of course, ShotQuality Live BetCast. I'm joined by my co-host, Moomy Shoes. Oh, I don't even know what's going on over there. That's Alec Musa, the Moose. We call him the hottest live better on the West Coast. What is it? 36-14 in your last 50 plays here on the show. Another 4-1 episode for the man who makes me look bad on my own show. I was profitable though, Moose. So I mean, it was a good
West Coast though.
yesterday.
I feel like in the world, at least college basketball. I don't know. That's just my 2 cents.
All right, look, right now, for sure, I dare anyone to win 36 of their next 50 bets. If you will, we'll give you a spot. Come hang out with us right here. But we have a fun show for you tonight, of course. A great 20 games tipped off just about 50 minutes ago. We're going to bet on as many of them as we can. A nice night, like I said, for us both last night, finishing above 50%. Moose 4-1 because he just keeps doing it, folks. All right, let's check in with the ShotQuality Score Center, see what.
Let's get the show on the road. You taught me that sometimes you just gotta make a play. So I'm gonna head to the Northeast Conference. Northeast Conference. Is it just Northeast? Is there ERN at the end?
You're wasting time.
I'm gonna take Mercyhurst under 160.5.
It is the Northeast. It is the Northeast Conference for that one. But it's under?
Yeah, I think that's got to be a play, right? Look at Mercyhurst shooting out of their shoes.
Team total or game? What's the line?
160.5.
Okay. All right, first play locked in, folks. We are off to the races early. I'm going to take one, too. We got Green Bay going to the half down 3, expected to be up 9. I don't know if that counts as spooky. It is Detroit, of course, so a little difficult to consider anything going on between these teams spooky because you never know what's going to happen. Checking in right now to see what type of line I'm getting. I'm getting a pick-em here, -104 on the money line for UW Green Bay, my first play of the night. All right, let's get these written down. We got Green Bay, Doug Gottlieb. Let's go. I mean, again, we have the data behind it saying that we like this, a -104 money line, full unit play. And of course, after we get our first picks of the day in, we give a shout out to our presenting sponsor over here at BetCast because we really couldn't put on the show without him. So without further ado, ShotQuality Live BetCast is presented by SportTrade. The best data in basketball meets the best prices. SportTrade offers instant in-game betting with half the vig on both live and pre-game lines, with prop bets now available too. Plus, best-in-class support. Available in Colorado, Iowa, New Jersey, Arizona, and Virginia. Get 10% cash back on every bet in your first week, up to $300 cash back, and 1 free month of ShotQualityBets standard membership. Simply sign up for SportTrade using code SQB and bet $10 on any basketball market. All right. Back here on ShotQuality. What?
It's a good site. Speaking of good site. Give me Hofstra.
Okay.
Hofstra money line -120 playing Stony Brook.
Okay. I like that. I like hearing that because I think I have a Stony Brook bet tonight. We got a couple different games on tap for you tonight, a couple different conferences. We'll dive into everything we can. We got Elon leading Monmouth by 6, expect to be up by 4. Nothing there. Drexel, Hampton, a little bit of a cold start for Hampton, expected to have 8 more points. Drexel right on the money. 1 point isn't really going to be anything more than an accounting error for all I care. So not going to take that. What about FIU, Musa? That is a crazy one. You just took Hofstra, which I like here. Stony Brook tends to have their fair share of problems. This is a regional battle.
I hate
Hofstra, Stony Brook, a big regional battle for Long Island basketball. I mean, that is, you don't see stuff like that, like, local, only 2 teams essentially in this area for this conference going against each other at Stony Brook. Big game for them. Maybe a little bit of a local rivalry. Not Connecticut. Wow. Kennesaw, FIU, though, I think is a bet I expect FIU to struggle a little bit in the second half. So let's go grab a Kennesaw spread. All right, I think a couple good spots to get in on. This is one of my favorites.
La, 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 wait till I get my money right. I had a dream I could buy my way to heaven. When I awoke, I spent that on a necklace.
I'm counting it. I'll take it with you. Kennesaw. I got plus 4.5. I don't know what you got, but I'm rocking with Kennesaw. What are they, Owls?
I think so.
All right, Kennesaw State Owls, plus 4.5.
Kennesaw State Owls. Who?
Chris Youngblood. He dropped like 27 for Bama the other day. His old school.
Who?
So, you don't remember Chris Youngblood?
Who?
Okay, I'm not doing. Okay, is that an owl joke?
Yeah.
It took me a minute.
It did. Okay. It did. I will give you that. Jacksonville State. Liberty might look like a play, but both teams actually pointing up makes it a little bit more difficult. 11 points, 2 points, kind of brings it back outside of our range, Musa, of that 10 points we look for. Any interest in Jacksonville State, maybe the total over, a team total over, anything in that game?
No, even if I could take the team total under, I probably wouldn't. Liberty.
I mean,
the over. I wouldn't take the Jacksonville State by themselves, even if I could. I like that Liberty team. I think they could be locked down on defense.
That is a tough performance to have one player with a shot quality score at 12, no other player above a shot quality score of 5, and yet, only 3 points for Mr. Pierre here. So that's not going too well. He's trying, but maybe a cold night. So I'm not going to touch this. Liberty taking 16 of their 25 shots are good. That is a high percent, a scary percent for sure. So we'll stay away from that one. I think you probably expect Liberty to continue to score at this pace, and no real reason to expect, Jacksonville to shape up. I guess the team total, if you really like it, but it's still 9. I'm not going to do it. Maybe if they continue to start out cold. When I saw this game right before, I started preparing to come on the show, Musa, it was a tie game for Winthrop Longwood. What happened?
Who?
Winthrop versus Longwood is 45-24. I kid you not, it might have been 20. It was 9-9. Okay, where did it go wrong? It was 18-16 halfway through the period with 9 minutes.
You still got Liberty Jacksonville State up.
Okay, that's okay. It was wow. Yeah, so 18-16, and then that's a 27 point run, 27-8.
Did you bet on it pregame?
Oh, I have Longwood. So this might be my final dance with Longwood.
Yeah, that's how I feel with all CAA teams. We'll see how Hofstra does.
I mean, there's no real evidence that it's a good bet. Longwood's just dead in the water.
ShotQuality saying they're getting their fucking dicks kicked in.
Thank you, Musa, for making it a real PG-13 show tonight. Not only that, it was only 8 points with 5 minutes left to go in the period, and they scored that 24th point with 6 minutes to go. So it was 30-24, and it finished 45-24. So a 15-0 run to close this out. They got up one shot, loses the ball, 2 shots, missed turnover. It's tough, bad shots. All right, we're not gonna wallow on a misplay. There's no point. I could do it.
Look at the comment. Look at the comment that I put up.
I can't see it. Where we at? Yeah, I think you sprinkle. You want to check it out. This is a play we're definitely taking. I'm taking the spread first. We'll talk about the sprinkle in a second. This is a play if you're new on Towson, because they are down by 12 and they are expected to be up by 17. Let's look at the shooting splits on this game. We have William Mary shooting 70% from the floor, 64%
over expectation on points per shot.
They have Towson has 14 offensive rebounds and 31% from the field. So they are just missing everything. Fouls are not going great. Yeah, but everything's pointing to a comeback. So let's go. I said lock it in, right? So we'll go ahead and take Towson plus 6.5, minus 105, sprinkle plus 270. Do a little bit of shopping really quick before we officially lock that one in. I accidentally opened up FanDuel Fantasy instead of FanDuel Sportsbook happens to me way more than I care to admit, Musa. What do you think? You taking this one with me?
I kind of don't want a double squad ride, but I do like it. And that's a lot of point. I mean, they did close a 6.5 point favorite. Is there a lot of? I know we're getting to conference tournament seeding time. Towson was like the 1 seed, right, in the Colonial?
I don't think so.
Is
that true? We have a whole website that could tell us that, Musa. I will bring that up for us really fast here. The team standings page, totally free. If you didn't know, if you want to check out ShotQualityBets.com, see some cool stuff, you can just like come over here and like type in Coastal and see the shot quality standings alongside with their actual records, team records, shot quality records, expected record percent differences that we call record luck, all available. Leading right now with 20 wins, Charleston and Wilmington. So no, Towson's 2 wins behind that. Tied.
Yeah, but in conference, Towson's 14-2.
Yes, we do not show the conference record here.
Williams 11-5. So let's say Towson loses and Wilmington wins. William and Mary wins who they're playing.
We were shopping for lines. I can't forget that, Musa. 6.5 and 285 compared to 6.5, 270. You're paying this minus 105 wherever you're looking. So get that standard play in. It's halftime. Get your picks in correctly. Get your lines right. We'll take the sprinkle. We need a sprinkle graphic. We don't have one. We have a double dip graphic, but no sprinkle graphic. All right. Are you coming in with me on this one?
No, I'm gonna do the little thing we call overthink here. In my eyes, I see Towson. They might be pissed off. I'd be pissed off if I was down 12.5 in a game where they're shooting lights out 70%. I'd be pissed off from the coach, pissed off from the players.
Getting every offensive rebound.
I got a 2-game cushion in conference, 2 games left. So I don't know what the tiebreaker is in the Colonial, but I think Towson's the 1 seed, barring 2 back-to-back losses and Wilmington wins out.
Yeah.
And then they're tied. I don't know what the tiebreaker is.
I think this game at least gets kind of good, right?
So do I. Like I said, I don't think you get to where you are by coasting. I don't think you're gonna fuck it, we're down 12.
We'll see. I mean, again, none of this speculation, all the stuff that matters outside of when we notice that these little arrows are pointing in a fun direction, it's all just for your entertainment. We're betting it based on the data. This is a exhibition in shot quality live betting. You are watching ShotQuality Live BetCast, presented, of course, by our good friends over at Sporttrade. A couple bets on the sheet. Not the busiest evening to fire up the first 15 minutes. It happens sometimes, Musa. We can show off the score sheet so far. Took my little sprinkle. I didn't write down that the ML is a sprinkle, so that's on me. Make sure you're listening here. So if you put the full unit, you can come yell at me. But hopefully, we don't usually do full units on 280 money line. This might not be the worst spot. It was like, if there's ever going to be a predestined comeback, we would think this one is a massive edge based on what we're seeing. The problem is, of course, is that you're not really tricking anyone into realizing that it's very skewed in terms of what's going on here. We need not only for Towson to do what they should do, but should do and more. These lines are good. Don't get it wrong. It's hard to win this. Minus 115 markets are very tough. So that's
couldn't agree more.
Feel there. And they kick your ass if you're not careful.
You know what I find weird about them?
Yeah.
I mean, you would probably know a lot more than I actually have no reason why, but some books will be like the spread will be 4.5 on one book and then like 6 on another book. And it's the only place I ever see like live bets where it's so far off. Like at least here with like the local books that have betting books on like my phone, like Bet Rivers or Desert Diamond or Sahara Bets, you'll get like a line that's a point off of FanDuel.
What is Sahara Bets?
It's a sport. It's like a casino off of the 202 around here, Sahara.
Okay, it's like a desert theme thing, like because you're in Arizona.
Yeah, there's Sahara, Casino, Arizona. Do you not have casinos in New York?
We got like Empire Raceway. They're trying to put a couple, as they call them, downstate licenses. Might be one coming to Citi Field. Might be one coming to Hudson Yards. But no. There's
buddy,
you can go up to Turning Stone if you want. I used to go to Turning Stone when I was in college. Shout out Turning Stone.
All sports books here, casinos are on the Indian reservation.
Right.
It's ran by its own thing.
That's what Turning Stone was. Mohegan Sun. That was the options. Now I don't need to leave my apartment, and I have better odds, and I have better chances at pitting sports books together from my cell phone. I barely need to leave. Like, why?
I agree, but it's weird that these casinos open apps so I can sports bet on them. Like, I don't know why Sahara Bets has a sports book, but it does. I'm not going to complain. So,
I mean, they probably have good like local rewards. I'm sure you
They
can.
do. They don't have many promos, but the local rewards.
Yeah, but you'll probably get like good comps and stuff and all that type of things.
Yeah, there's like always it's like bet like $2,000 in a month and you get comped a room. Never been down there, but
right there you go. So I mean, that's the type of stuff that you don't get too much. If you play like with Caesars, I guess some of those like rewards and hotel combinations. But anyway, let's get back to business. Let's reload. Get the 8 p.m. games up. Not the most meat on the bone. We usually, we got the plays up right here. You didn't see too much. Milwaukee, that game out to a start quickly. We still are waiting for data to come in for a few games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more games should fire up in a few minutes here. Good time to talk about the pick of the day. You can always just scroll to the bottom here. We have a great. I've kind of stopped trying to make them beautiful creations and just allowed things to happen, kind of like a bad Photoshop, if you will. So we have today our pick of the day. You can find this for free, ShotQualityBets.com/blog. Just go scroll through, see the pick of the day every single day, along with the projections, which come very easily right here. Pre-game predictions, not projections. Our predictions today. You can just type in any game, see what you want. Utah Tech, Southern Utah, right there for you, Musa. We here at ShotQualityBets.com do project this one to be a 7-point win for Utah Tech tonight. So I had a big play on it. I like it. I'm going to go ahead and call it my best pick of the day. So
I'll retweet it, but I made a video where I run down basically how you use this damn website, and that's one of the ways.
That's good.
The pregame matchup.
We do always need that. UMass Lowell just lose the buzzer. Is that what I just saw? Is that happening?
Dude, Bryant's got an old Miami
Timberlake
player.
Free throws, foul at zeros on the clock to lose. Wow.
Does that have significance?
If you bet a money line, I'm assuming, but I don't think it had spread significance besides avoiding overtime, which probably would have been bad for Lowell, which I will cash. So that's cool. We'll take a bet to start the day. Got some Lemoyne, which is nice. I got some Albany pregame. Didn't touch anything else in this row here. I have a little Delaware, who likely is going to cause me to lose even more money, and I'm going to yell. Green Bay.
At this point, I'm telling you, dude, the CAA is
it's a tough one. It is. Yeah. I think the CAA has been the antithesis of shot quality for sure. Some conferences definitely kind of like play in, and some teams definitely are, I guess, like play in certain ways. And I'm starting to really get into that level of like fluency with the way the data works with, like, I guess, X's and O's, more like understanding, all right, certain types of players with certain types of schemes are going to create certain types of understandings within the shot quality data. And you want to use that with the actual efficiency data to kind of triangulate what's actually truthfully happening. It's like a Rosetta Stone. I think that's the best way to like sort of talk about what shot quality is between like predictions and reality. Like you want to use SQ to draw a third line. Even if SQ is not perfect, it's just like an extra layer for you to understand the relationships between. And that's pretty valuable because it's done so consistently that you can actually understand things better. Even if you don't think shot quality is 100% all that and something to rest your hat on, the fact of the matter is that it's like a language and you can learn it. So I need to take a sip of water after that one. But all right, we got a couple different games here. Kennesaw State, FIU, Wagner, LIU.
They're asking us, is Hampton worth it? I mean, kind of. Hampton, the Knights or the Pirates?
Pirates. I don't think I don't think they're worth it just yet. But
What is that,
but
9
if
points
you
of value?
hung around the show enough, you know we are not exactly Drexel fans. I think I don't know. I've developed a lot of hypotheses this season, Musa. And one of them that I haven't really tested out yet is that you should probably lean heavier into live bets when you have a pregame edge on the number. How do you feel about that? That is a good way to
think about it.
How do you feel about that? Because, I mean, it's very simple. If the closing line is cooked into the efficiency such that at any given moment, the amount of minutes left multiplied or divided by the, game total based on like a certain way they loop it throughout the game, whatever, free throws, all that type of stuff, the way it kind of speeds up at the end of the half. That's all factored in. So like when it closes at -10, that's a very specific way that a live line looks regardless of what the score is, and that it will look consistently the same at a score that has the same closing spread. So if you think that spread's wrong and then you get a live edge on top of it, I do think it might amplify. You can start testing it out here right now.
Not a bad idea.
With some of the bets that I take, because I'll tell you, we took Green Bay, and that's it. Green Bay is the only one that I had. I took Green Bay myself today, essentially. I have a bet on Green Bay. So if Green Bay comes back tonight and we cover it all and everything goes well for them, which I don't think is doing too great right now. They should be winning. It's Detroit. It's Detroit at home, guys. Come on.
Dude, what a game. How many people you think are there? Be honest.
7 teams?
7, not counting the players.
No, I mean, obviously being facetious. It's probably a good 300, 400, 500. It's not.
Jesus, not a lot to do.
That's basketball country. Give them some credit. It's basketball country. I am not the biggest Doug Gottlieb hater. I think you can very fairly fade coaches in their first few months in this current landscape, and then you should be ready for them to really come into their own at the end of their first season, and especially in their second season. I'm not shocked that, we covered on Green Bay on the pick of the day last week. It's how it goes. It's just how it goes. So let's see. Who's Kennesaw playing?
They're playing FIU.
Right. I have FIU. So that'll be interesting. So that's against my closing play. Towson, I'm not totally, but yeah, I don't have anything there. So we'll see. Nothing. Towson looks like they're kind of climbing back in already. A 7-point deficit now, expected to be up by 18 points. That is relatively unbelievable as we check in on a couple of the bets we've already made here on ShotQuality Live BetCast. A nice Thursday night episode. We do have another episode coming up in just 2 days, a 2:45 p.m. episode Saturday afternoon. Our first episode in March. It is our last episode in February here tonight. But that's awesome. We are so close, Musa. In just 3 weeks from right now, we will have a bracket. You and I will be arriving to the house we rented in Las Vegas, getting ready to go and hit the strip Thursday to get some good content, make some bets, and hopefully meet some people on the strip, do a live show from Vegas. It's going to be a great time. Hopefully you guys are all catching the content. We'll be out there grinding, hopefully winning, and sharing everything we're doing. We have some really cool stuff coming from ShotQuality. Of course, all the tools, the data that you love will be available for March Madness. And we'll be doing the show probably more so in the next couple weeks than ever. So, all right, Musa, how about a little North Texas FAU? We haven't talked about that game. Going to go blow it up for the big view for the folks here. We're having some trouble finding some plays, man. It's a quiet Thursday night, which I was not expecting.
Yeah, once we made the plays, like the first run through, kind of, took all the meat off the bone there, to be honest with you. Might be some double dip opportunities, some late plays that come our way.
You're looking good. Hofs was getting back into it here for you, which is nice. You have a total. I haven't really been taking a lot of totals at all We do have the 8 p.m. action picking up here. Oakland starting off a little cold. Nothing else given. I mean, look at Northern Kentucky, Purdue, Fort Wayne, 99 points, 94 points. I mean, you're right there. There's nothing you can really do. I mean, you're 3, 7, 4%, 12%, 15%. Like maybe you start talking about an over here. But I'm okay. I'm interested in how this one looks in Northeastern and North Carolina A&T is what the one I was talking about because I realized it didn't switch back to the multi-view. My apologies. You have any interest in a double blue? It's only 9, but we're hungry tonight. You know, we're hungry.
No, I like to wait for my number. You know how it is. I'm kind of
the guy has won an astounding number of 70% plus, right? 72% of your last 50 live bets.
I'm looking more so to the last one you brought up, honestly, the North Texas. I know North Texas is like a slower team that emphasizes defense. Grant McCaslin's old school, but if it gets to a number, I'm going to take it. But this one, not so much.
I got some FAU tonight, so I would be looking for them a little, but it's not looking so great for the Owls. There's a lot of game left. But I talked about it. They have struggled at home. I'm not sure if it's just 2 years off the hangover now. Maybe you feel it a little worse. I don't know. Tough to be FAU. Tough to be Green Bay. Tough to be Chattanooga, Greensboro. There's some tough games out there tonight. What do we think of Greensboro, Musa? Expected to be up by 9.
Still on North Carolina A&T.
That's why you're here, buddy. That's why you're here.
I did see that one earlier. I did see Greensboro. I'm on my screen. Let me head back over to StreamYard. Now you went away from it. I can't find it.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I see it.
Yeah, 9.
I like that one. Look at you. Let me find my ESPN bet.
The person who incepted this show and helped design the technology and has poured so many hours into using this site that I close my eyes and still see the old logo.
Let me press the button. So it's 40-40 now. I can't imagine the numbers change too much. Honestly, sometimes I wait, but we're talking a couple baskets here, a basket there. I'm going to take Greensboro plus 100 straight up on the money line.
Good luck.
Yeah. And it's up.
I got some Chattanooga tonight. So against you, we'll see how it goes. 40-40, like you said, expected to be a 3-possession lead. I mean, you want to talk basketball, talking possessions, talking buckets. It's a good spot if you like Greensboro. I like the money line play for sure. I'm guessing the spread was like, plus 1.5 or minus 1.5.
It was right on the money. It was I believe Greensboro minus 1.5. So I'm just selling the point down the river and taking them just to win the game. Wes Miller's still coaching there, right? I'll take Greensboro to win this one.
All right. Good luck. I think it's a solid spot. We got some good
Wes Miller wishes he was still coaching there, but continue.
I'm surprised. I'm just kind of surprised. I thought we would have more. I thought.
Well, how many play? Go to the bet sheet. What do I have? 5? That's usually what I have. That's what I had last time.
You have 4, unless I missed one.
I still need to hunt one more. That dog ain't gonna hunt.
I have 3. I only have 3, man. I am at a loss.
Oh yeah. Money line.
One of my lightest episodes in recent memory for sure. We have 10 minutes left, so I'm not gonna force it. We're not gonna force anything. But one of ShotQuality's most accurate evenings, and it's just not what you want for a show. We want inaccuracy to then become accuracy at the end. A little bit of a scenario developing, I guess. North Texas FAU has 95 points instead of the expected 80, Musa. We are hungry, a rare total for me. Let's go with the under the sea in Boca Raton. We'll take the under at 139.5 here for you. Guessed it. FAU UNT under 139.5. Let's I would make sure you guys at home shop, because that one is definitely a spot where I think you might be able to catch one book or another maybe a little tired, 138.5. All right, we're fine. I think we're fine. I played at 139.5 over at DraftKings. They still have it up. Again, 1 point. I like to think we usually do okay by 1 point. A lot of hooks, though. We see plenty. I think they go both ways.
All right.
Oh, it's already there. Cool. All right. Well, little station name read right here. ShotQuality Live BetCast KSQL. Your home for halftime as we are presented by Sport Trade. Get sporttrade.com here at ShotQuality Live BetCast. I don't know if you can see my brain sometimes sputter when I'm reading those things, or making them up on the go. I don't really read anything, but we got some fun here for you in the last 10 minutes. And I mean, it's our last show of February, Musa. I hope it's a good one. We've had some electric shows, electric winners, some great calls, some terrible calls. I bet on Longwood tonight. I mean, the best part about college basketball is that even the ugliest losses get canceled out by the closest wins.
And no game's ever done in college hoop, I feel like.
That's false. Longwood is about as
I don't know, man. Was it Oregon?
There is no – I will personally take – you name your price. I'll give it you on Longwood right now. Money line. Name your price. Give me whatever money. $10 on 1,001, fine. 10,001, fine. 20,001. They're not like, come on.
Let me see. Hold on.
Come on. There's 12 minutes left and they are down 30. They barely mustered 30. Their shot quality is 36. They are expected to be down 17. Like, I hope that happens and you could lord it over me for the rest of our lives. That I said at 20,000 to 1 and you didn't take it for $10.
If they come back and win and we have this,
you have to give me $10 if they don't, though. That's how it works. You have to give me $10, or else.
I know. So you're saying endless odds. So $10 to win, like, I don't know.
To take all my money for the rest of my life, Musa. Like, what do you want? You think I've watched enough Longwood to know that at some point that this team either has it for the day or just does not care. Winthrop's going to extend their lead most likely. Yeah, infinite money. Yeah, good play. You can just go hedge. Right? Just go hedge. Please don't take
it. True. I was gonna want your I was gonna want the painting and the hat you always wear, but never mind.
The hat, dude.
You don't want that painting behind you.
I don't even know where the hat. Nah.
With the two basketballs, the smiley face.
That's terrible. That's mean. That's just mean. Like, my hair is good tonight. I took a shower. I got the gel fresh. Thought I'd do a video for my GRP appreciators out there. But no, you want the painting, bro? You want the Italian countryside painting?
Yes, I did. That's what I wanted, but we'll hard pass right now.
New Hampshire just asked in the chat. Back to our actual jobs here. Do you want any New Hampshire?
Oh boy, I do not. What is that? That's let's see. Nah, I'm good. Hard pass.
Yeah, the problem is that they're just not good. We just rate them as the 4th worst team in the nation.
So, let's dude, look at all that red, dude. It's blinding. Now I'm gonna pass on New Hampshire. You want to hear something sad?
Play me a sob story, Musa.
So that Albany UMBC game, I had one of those, local books where it gives you like a bet 50, get a free $25 free bet. So I took Albany -5 on one book, and then on the other one I took UMBC +6.5. Albany wins by 4, so I had a little cushion there, 5 or 6. I would have won.
Cash
money.
Both, huh? You had to pay the 10 cents instead of the middle.
Albany got fouled with 8 seconds left, missed the front end of a 1-and-1 up 3. UMBC shoot to 3, fouls with no time left. So now we're going back to the line to shoot 2, up 3. You make both, I win. There's no time left because there's 0 seconds. There's like a second left. They're not going to make it. He makes the front end. I had it right here, and he misses the second. So I was a free throw away. The odds are good right there, and it just didn't
Tough.
work.
That's how it goes many a time in this game, especially when you want it. Especially when you want it badly, That's the
Yeah.
one thing you can't ever have happen in this game. You can't want it.
Yeah,
You
so
have
what?
to,
I lose
like
$7
play it
to get a
like,
free $25 bet.
you saw the cute girl across the room and you got to keep your eyes over here, because if you're like looking and you're like, oh shit, hey, you're not getting that shit. You're not getting that shit. It's just not happening. We weren't staring at her too hard with Towson, because they're right back in that game. This is almost tied up, and we are holding our 285 sprinkle. That is what we like to see, a 21-10 blitz in the first 8 minutes for the Tigers. A beautiful play. And look, if you at home maybe hate the end game variance, you can hedge your bet right now, and you can do what Musa did, and you can go and take a bet against Towson. And you can just try that middle, which is essentially you open up that middle for a 15-cent loss on either side, or a 2-unit win in the middle, which is, not as good as it gets when it's a 20-cent market. It's a 30-cent market. The ROI suffers pretty heavily on that 15 cents, but you can win. You can win. You can essentially take some value off the table. You'll get yelled at by the EV plus guys, but I think there's a lot of merit in optimizing for bankroll growth, which is kind of what that strategy is, so that later when you have more money and a bigger bankroll, you can justify taking those EV shots. So, it's like any proper financial strategy. You don't just play safe. You don't just play smart. You mix it up so that you have a steady increase, and you can sometimes hit those big ones too. Going different directions here.
Dude, your hands. I just can't. I'm so mad at Albany right now. You got to. It's free throws, dog. It doesn't matter though, because who cares that 1/2%? But the fact that there was no time left and you're shooting 2, you know what I'm saying? Just make both.
Oh, I know what you're saying, Musa. I know what you're saying. I know it quite well. Chattanooga takes a 5-point lead. It's looking like a spot where now I might want to get interested here on UNC Greensboro, expecting this one to just be a brutal type of finish. If you can get Greensboro over that 3.5-point underdog price, I think you have to be considering it, which is where it's at. So Greensboro plus the 3.5, supported by the shot quality. Let's go. I like that a lot. A late game play. We don't do that too much. It's right about the last minutes where I would take this. So you have a money line at even. You can get in now around plus 190, which I also think probably has a lot of merit. I won't sprinkle it. We'll take the full unit on the spread instead. I can't keep taking these small sprinkles. They're killing me. We're not doing that bad. I'm not that upset. But all right, let's finish strong. We have only a few more minutes here. I'll get our producer in the background here, queuing up our outro, make sure everything's lined up nice so we can get out of here with a good, firm exit. Longwood's maybe cut it out to 29.
Okay.
I'm guessing you're not taking that bet, Musa.
No, even if it was for $1. It was kind of a hard line at 10, but I'm gonna pay, and I could get whatever I wanted. You were basically.
I think it has to be. $1 for whatever you wanted. Not $1. You could have up to $100, dude. Come on, let's be realistic.
No, dude.
You have to risk it to get the biscuit. It's a exponential curve return. So, imagine if that's how sports books were. That'd be crazy. It's like your odds.
Remember we talked about a sports
money.
book where you won more money if your bet won by more than.
We talked about dynamic returns before, which is where you maybe put down $200 for a $100 bet, and you can end up losing all $200 if they absolutely crap the bed, but you could win $400 or $200, or if it pushes whatever, or if you just win standard, you win your, I don't know. It'd be interesting. It'd be, you know, like able to essentially play in saying I like the alts with one bet, right? And like taking that.
Imagine how crazy you would look at a bar. Like at a sports bar, you're like they're up 30 and you're still freaking out.
That's
like,
sick, though. That's sick. You know,
yeah.
It's like an exponential. I think it would absolutely smash because right now, if you want to play like that, you have to essentially figure out how to structure your bets up through the ladder. It's essentially like a ladder bet. You know, It's an all-in-one ladder. I think
people do it all the time, especially with player props. So why not?
People love it, and if you have an edge, you have an edge. So I would. I mean, maybe I'll go design the math and sell it to a sports book, and we can get those odds offered because it's definitely possible. I mean, it's definitely very possible because they have the odds for all the expectancies priced out. It's just creating one offering to say, I want this dynamic experience of if they win by double, triple the spread, I get more money because I think it's a smash spot. So, all right.
I like where your head's at.
Oh, I love my head's in crazy places all day long. It's a great place to be. Monmouth has fully taken the lead back, by the way. Last roll.
Let's see if we find something
for bets here on ShotQuality Live BetCast. VMI loses by 12. Robert Morris, I don't know if they covered that line, 14-point win. I'm guessing they did.
I think they did.
Lemoyne trying to hang on for dear life on a double-digit spread. It could go awry here at the end. You never really know when you have this, home team against the champ who can kind of maybe just tighten down in the last few minutes. We are on UNC Greensboro, both Musa and I, a little bit of different lines, but that's not a problem. Green Bay starting to take that lead. We got some money line action there. FAU starting to struggle. We got the under, though, so we don't really care too much. I got to play on FAU tonight, so I'd love to see them do well, but I'm guessing that's not going to happen. They have just been absolutely terrible at home.
Well, you have the under on that one?
I took the under, yeah. They're not course correcting, though. We are seeing Stony Brook do okay. We are seeing maybe Kennesaw battle back a lot of time there. Jacksonville sort of getting back into it. Wagner, LIU, not much of a contest. Winthrop again, sitting 29. Wish you took the $10. I would have bought myself a beer after work.
Dude, honestly, I would have. But first off, when you were going about that spiel, hand up. I'm going to fucking put my hand up. Honesty's key. Transparency's key. I saw Albany was going to the line to shoot 2, and I wanted to hit 2.
Yeah, you were done. You're done. All right. Well, speaking of done, I don't know where this music track is at right now. So
hold on. I gotta make one more. I gotta have 5. Give me like 10 seconds. I got one. Hold on.
Like 10 minutes, Musa. I got a jet. I gotta go represent.
I know, but I see it. Media assets. Under 141.5, North Texas FAU. 2 points better than you, and it's blowout territory. I know how North Texas likes to hold on to that ball late. I like it. 141.5.
All right, we're out of here. 5 plays each. I got the money line sprinkle on Towson. We got a little bit of Mercyhurst under. We got a little bit of Hofstra. We got a little bit of Towson, a little bit of Kennesaw, a little bit of Greensboro. Some FAU UNT under. It's going to be a fun night. Enjoy your weekend. We will see you for Saturday. So I guess enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your Friday. Thank you for watching ShotQuality Live BetCast. I'm your host, Justin Perri. That is Alec Musa. Oh, yeah, there's the music. All right. We're out here. We'll be back on Saturday. Thank you for watching the show. We'll let you know how Musa does stay hot. 70.
I'll be on Twitter. You know where to find me.
I mean, dude, that's like 10 shows for you at 72%. That's unheard of. Maybe the best run on the show ever.
I'm trying to find my groove, and this is the best time to find my groove. It's March on Sunday, so no big deal. And then we have a bracket.
Presented by Sport Trade. Musa, shut up. We will see you Saturday.